Parents, your support means everything to your athletes and to us at Varsity Media. To help us continue bringing you the best YouTube coverage of high school sports on Long Island, we invite business owners to consider a sponsorship on our broadcasts. If you own a business, consider a sponsorship for your athlete's team. It's a great way to show support, gain visibility, and keep the coverage going strong. Join us in making a difference. Contact Varsity Media today to learn more about broadcast sponsorship opportunities by emailing ben@varsitymedia.net.
From Burner Middle School, the champs have arrived. Cyclones from Southside coming off their New York State Championship as Joey Diesso and the Chiefs of Massapequa looking to play deep into the month of May as well this year. It's Southside as Massapequa. It's all right here on the Varsity Media Sports Network. Today's game brought to you by Design Republic, a member firm of One Global Design. It's a New York City-based architectural studio specializing in commercial workplace, retail, media entertainment, and hospitality development. Design Republic. Well, a pleasant good afternoon, everyone. Dylan Butler alongside Brian Soper for what should be a really entertaining showdown here. It's a non-league game, but still some bragging rights on the line. It's early in the season for both of these teams that look a little bit different from a year ago. Certainly when you think of Southside, right, what a dream season they came off of, a New York State championship, but so many of those guys graduated, right? So it's about the returning parts and the guys up from the JV. How do they keep that legacy going? And for Massapequa, they were a young team last year, so they return a lot of players from that squad. And right now they're preseason #1 among the coaches in Class A.
Both teams are just, loaded with talent, young talent, some leadership coming back. And Massapequa has championship aspirations this season after falling just short in the county final last year. And Southside, right, moving another conference down, but still, same thing, right? You want to keep it going. The X is on their back. People want to get a piece of them. And the Chiefs are looking to get out to a good start. And the Southside has one game under their belt, which could be an advantage.
Yeah, you mentioned, right, as we take a look at the Cyclones, they are a team, yes, 1-0 on the early season. They beat Gale St. Bernard out of New Jersey. And your point is a good one, right? It gives those young guys that opportunity to get some game action under their belt. So we'll see what those young guys have. And as their head coach, Steve DiPietro, said, so many of these guys had a front row seat to the greatest season ever at Southside, right? So how do they now cement their legacy?
They were tested early. They fell down 5-2, right, and fought back and won the game to make it 16 straight wins dating back to last season for Southside. And, Massapequa, right, they're looking to, build on last year.
For Southside, when we look at their players to watch, a year ago, probably Cullen Lynch, if it wasn't for so many special seniors, he could have gotten the nod as an All-American. A terrific midi. He will go to Iona. And a year ago, it was Pat Mullen leading the way defensively. Well, Jack Mullen, his brother, is going to do that for the Cyclones.
Talk about jumping on the scene with Cullen Lynch. He goes from 8 goals as a sophomore to 53 goals, as a junior, and now he's a senior, right? And he's going to have to take a different role. He's going to draw double teams real quick. And Pat Mullen, right? Jack Mullen, right? The brother of Pat, who's at Providence, 6'4", 205 junior, right? He's going to guard the #1 for the Cyclones all season. Who, talk about offense last year. They were really strong defensively, with the poles and the goalie.
When we look at Massapequa, as you mentioned, yes, they're a team that reached the county final a year ago, losing to their rivals in Farmingdale. While there's a lot of returning parts, there's a new head coach at the helm, Kevin Catalano. His first year as the head coach of Varsity, but no stranger to these guys. Spent 9 years as the JV head coach, so he knows the personnel, he knows these players. He's worked closely with both of the previous head coaches as well, so we expect a lot of synergy for the Chiefs this year.
Yeah, being the JV guy, he knows all the players. He knows how to move pieces around. And last year's game, one of the most exciting games last year for Massapequa was at Syosset. That comeback at Hofstra just kind of like sets the tone that this team is alive and they feel like they can make a run this season.
And they are the preseason one in Class A, largely because they returned so many of their key players. Their entire starting attack line is back, including one of our players to watch for this one. Listen, when you have that last name, a lot is on your back, right? But Rocco Spallina certainly does what a lot of other Spallinas do. They are really dangerous in the attack. And Justin Farrell, what a year he had a year ago as an all-county selection.
Spallina had 43 points, 19 goals as a sophomore. Huge lax IQ, can feed it, can score it. And I don't know if I saw a freshman who was better last year than Justin Farrell, right, returning for his sophomore year, all-county last year as just a freshman. He might be a little quiet, but on the field, he's an absolute animal. And look for him to be one of the best defensemen on Long Island.
So some fun matchups here as we take a look at the starters for both of these teams. And we started off with the visitors from Southside. And you see, it's interesting, too, because you see a lot of the similar last names as that team a year ago, just kind of younger brothers. But you got Mullen, Sheehan is back, Cole Perna as well. That's Mullen and Perna are sophomores, and Sheehan, the elder statesman, as a senior on that attack line. Your first midfield, we mentioned before, the alpha, Cullen Lynch going to Iona. Mike Benfonte, he was exclusively a D-mid a year ago. Now he's running with the first midfield. And Jack Gilgan as well. Your close D, we mentioned Mullen, right, a moment ago. As the anchor, John Muscarella. His brother was such a large part of last year's state championship team as the starting goalie, and then John Kupta as well. Right now there's a rotation in the cage, so it was Schiffelbein, Cole Schiffelbein in the first game against Gil St. Bernard, but we're going to take a look at a really talented sophomore in Mr. DeSarlo here.
Yeah, Jack DeSarlo, you see left-handed, a real hard worker, plays all summer, trains a ton. And silently, right, Southside's been churning out some really good goalies with Tommy Gentili, right? You had Muscarella last year, and DeSarlo, one of the best goalies in the 27 class. UMass Army already gauging some interest in him. Look for him to start out hot and really can pitch the ball as well for Southside.
Now let's take a look at the starters for the host Chiefs this afternoon. And again, not a lot of change there, right? Wieserak, Spallina, Burns, that's your returning starting attack line. Diesso, what a terrific athlete he is. Of course, the star football quarterback as well. Matt Pettis, one of the best D-middies around. He'll go both ways. Luke Gargiulo as well on that first midfield line. Close D. Farrell and Krieg are back from a year ago as starters. Heckman joins them. And a really good one as well in the cage for Massapequa and Michael Giannotti.
Giannotti, returning all-county player, committed to play for the Ducks at Stevens. Coach look for him to get a little more vocal this year, but he can really stop it, right, and pitch it in the clear game. From a goalie family, his brother Matt Giannotti, right, 291 career saves is at Wingate. 220 career saves for Giannotti, so he's going to be knocking on the door for Matt's 291.
We'll have the keys to the game and the opening face-off as well when we return here on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Parents, your support means everything to your athletes and to us at Varsity Media. To help us continue bringing you the best YouTube coverage of high school sports on Long Island, we invite business owners to consider a sponsorship on our broadcasts. If you own a business, consider a sponsorship for your athlete's team. It's a great way to show support, gain visibility, and keep the coverage going strong. Join us in making a difference. Contact Varsity Media today to learn more about broadcast sponsorship opportunities by emailing ben@varsitymedia.net. Hey parents, Varsity Media is now offering ISO video of just your athlete. Why settle for the wide angle that shows every player on the field? With our ISO video, your athlete is front and center the entire game. This footage will help in creating highlight videos for college coaches to better pinpoint your athlete's play on the field. Watching our video will help your athlete improve progressively throughout the season and may lead to a college scholarship. Varsity Media is now booking ISO videos for the spring, but spots are limited. Contact us today for lacrosse, baseball, softball, and tennis by calling 516-403-2050 or emailing ben@varsitymedia.net.
Back at Burner Middle School, Dylan Butler, Brian Soper, our entire Varsity Media crew, 52 degrees and sunny, but there is a pretty strong wind here today, so it's a chilly afternoon here as the Cyclones get ready to start, and you see in their middle of their huddle, there's their head coach, Steve DiPietro, 17th season at the helm, a 1992 graduate of West Hempstead High School, 187 career wins. And as we mentioned, right, coming off an incredible 21-1 season, it was a team that was building to get to that, right? And you felt it for a number of years, and then they finally accomplished their goal of winning the school's second New York State championship.
Yeah, well-deserved by Steve. Also, picking up a lot of hardware for himself. USA Lacrosse Coach of the Year, the Gerald Carroll Jr. Coaching Award. A lot of hardware for Southside last year and deservingly to their head coach as well.
Tom Martello, his defensive coordinator, John DiTommaso, Mike Bryan as well on the coaching staff. Time for the opening face-off. And also a new one there as well for Southside, right? Like you go from like an all-time great. Big shoes for Alex Nataro to fill, but listen, he's done a really good job at the Face-Off X. Colby Roberts, a pair of sophomores, doing battle here for the opening one.
Melconian's understudy last year, faced a really good face-off kid for Gil St. Bernard. In the opener, Braden Hammond's very good for Gil St. Bernard. Experience under his belt in one game will help him.
So we're about set to go.
You see Matt Pettis on the wing for Massapequa, D-mid. Play some offense this year. Albany recruit.
And Southside opting to pull on the one side. Clean win for Roberts. And now how about some quick offense? Oh, how pretty is that?
If you had the over under 8 seconds for the first goal for the Chiefs, right, you hit it. Unbelievable job getting that face-off right. Roberts hits the big lefty, Burns at the point.
And then
skips
Spallina.
it down to Wieserak, who finds Spallina. Tic-tac-toe to start for the Chiefs.
Yeah, the season could not have started any better, right? Clean face-off win, quickly into the offense, and that's what Kevin Catalano said to us as well, right? We want to play fast. We want to get up and down. He calls it a positionless offense, but there was a lot of sharing of the ball there on that opening goal.
Some really good size down there on attack. You got Burns, the UMass commit, who's 6'3". Wieserak is a big sophomore, and then you got Spallina, the lefty, able to cash in.
And this one was won by Nataro. So Southside will get into their offense. There's Benfonte.
You hear Gennady barking out the calls. That's one thing that Catalano wanted to see from him, be a little more vocal this year as a senior. Confidence definitely helps.
Gilgan has a short stick matchup. Gilgan fires just wide of the cage.
Yeah, good take. Big, strong downhill dodger, Gilgan. Definitely a guy you want to mark up and maybe slide to with that shot.
And hold the phone. There's a shot clock issue. (17) on the shot clock. Here at Burner, the shot clocks are in the corners, and actually they're going to count it down.
The shot clock new this year. You have 60 seconds once you get it in the box area. It was a good take by Gilgan. Shot it wide, did not hit the net, so no reset.
So correction, I think we're going to have 34 here on the shot clock. It's Sheehan to get things started again. Sheehan loses it. Ball on the turf. How about Heckman swinging the lumber?
Yeah, great check. Senior was a little banged up, hurt last year. Physical, you saw the physical check.
But then a failed clearance. So Southside comes the other way. Oh, what a move. GLE switching hands, lefty shot. Gennady makes a save, rebound, another one for Gennady.
Yeah, 2 for 2. Good start for Gennady.
That was Luke Mullen with both shots.
Mullen looking to stay hot right away. 5 goals in the opener against Gil St. Bernard. You see his ability with the left hand to get his shot off. See Southside's in a deep ride. Massapequa was clearing in like a 2-3 look with the goalie out.
I think some mechanical issues here with the one shot clock. There you see it. Trying to get it started up again.
Batteries not included.
I don't know. Send that one back to Amazon. So there's a shot clock now at the 50. That's good for the teams. Not so much for us, though. It is we have no idea. As Gennady gets it to Diesso.
Yeah, nice clear. Kind of that 23 look with the goalie out. A lot of the college coaches are doing that. Nice and easy.
Here's Pettis, quick movement. Up top to Diesso. We know that he can run and catch and throw. Diesso fires high and wide.
You see that speed of Diesso, 17 goals last year. That Adelphi pipeline that Massapequa was creating to the D2 champs.
Wieserak, just a sophomore. Rounds X, feeds in front, went in and out of a stick. We come the other way. That's Benfonte.
Yeah, good job by Colin Kenny, junior, D-mid. Nice check on Spallina. the feed from Wieserak.
Sheehan at X. Here's Mullen again, slick lefty, just a sophomore as well. Ball off the turf. And again, that's the second time we've seen Heckman just sniff out that ball.
Playing with a lot of energy. He's probably super excited to be back on the field for the Chiefs and looking to make a name for himself down there with Farrell and Krieg, both all-county, one all-conference.
Yeah, missed last year with an injury. Now we get our second midfield unit, it appears. There's another guy who missed out last year, Brandon Perticone, number 2. See the brace on Perticone's left leg. Flag down. Here's the SO.
Catalano said we'd see probably a lot of inverting, DSO and some of the other shorties.
Well, that's what he's doing here. Shot wide. GB picked up. So we'll have a 30-second penalty against Southside. First look at the Massapequa man-up unit.
Pretty sure it was an interference call. Southside wasn't letting Massapequa really cut, so flag was thrown. Starting a 3-3 look. Probably cut out of it into something. There goes Spallina.
Yes, Spallina now at X. Tried to feed. Oh, nice shot and a better save. Wieserak with the opportunity. The initial pass look at was for DSO. Missed him, but Wieserak picked it up.
Yeah, Spallina went to X. They tried to really dive cut DSO to the crease. Got to Wieserak, and you see what DeSalo can do. Big body, real good placement on that shot. Took it off hip. Tremendous stop by him.
And one of the better goalies in his class on the island.
Super confident. He's been waiting for this moment for a few years.
Now Southside gets into a settled set. There's Mullen, spins at X. He got hammered.
Great defense by Farrell. You see why he's all county, physical on the pipes. Made it easy for Gennady. Good position by him on the pipes. Mullen couldn't sneak that in. Real physical check by Farrell.
Top side, righty shot, blocked. Possession stays, though, with the Chiefs. DSO! Top shelf.
Little selly there for the boys, for the Chiefs. That pass was completed by Wieserak. Boom, top cheddar. Unbelievable shot. You see the selly, him and Burns. Chiefs don't lack confidence. Little no-look feed. Righty hammer to the top corner. Good start for DSO. The leader, right? He's the leader of this team. Kids look up to him. Unbelievable football season. Looking to cap off a great career with a senior run.
So goal number 1 on the season for him. The wing play. It's picked up, and here come the Chiefs again. They go right downhill. Right down Sunrise Highway.
Yeah, that was Ryan McLaughlin. Big 6'5", picking that ball off the wing.
How about big Tyler Burns?
Yeah, future gorilla at UMass Amherst. Three sport, football, basketball.
There's a good look at Burns.
Yeah.
Still just a junior, 21 goals as a sophomore.
Yeah, 36 career goals, looking to, probably score north of 36 this year in a great junior campaign.
Now again, Wieserak at X.
Muscarella's tough back there. He's long, lefty, just like his brother. Physical.
I think these stoppages that we're seeing are maybe shot clock related. Wieserak tries to put him in the spin cycle. And that's one easy for DeSarlo. Quick outlet.
Great defense by Muscarella. Against Wieserak, really got to defend that 5-by-5. He really likes that area, likes to operate there. Good job. It's a good matchup, right? Lefties usually like to play the righties.
In and out of the stick of Cole Perna. Another empty possession for the Cyclones. Pettis. As a guy who will likely, right, continue his career on the defensive side of things, Pettis has got to love this season, right? I got a chance to just get up there, play first midfield, score some goals.
With the shot clock, he's the perfect guy. You need those two-way middies. He's got speed, he's got the legs, and looking to score some goals.
So does this guy, right? DSO. He's like, clear out. I'm taking my guy. Burns. Got eaten up. Still gets the GB, though.
Yeah, that was a good double by Jack Mullen.
DSO goes low this time and wide.
Mixing it up. High one time, low next time. Keep the goalie guessing.
Wieserak brings the physicality off the pipe.
That's where he's a handful, right? He's a big kid, sophomore, uses that body well at the 5-on-5. Can roll back, can hitch.
Pettis. He fires high. And one thing you're noticing early, so Peak was getting all the ground balls.
And guys just, like you said, positionless. They show up in different spots.
Oh, DeSarlo.
Call the cops. Robbery by the sophomore.
Ended up being a crease violation as well, but what a save by DeSarlo.
Naked backside look stuffed by him.
So now it's Perna.
See Lynch guarded by Ryan O'Connor Jr., long stick midi.
Lynch gets a little separation. Gennady gets low. Nice save.
Great stop. Lynch is a really good shooter. Can shoot it from different angles. Way to use his body by Gennady.
So both goalies showing up. Here's Gilgan. He's got an opportunity right into the stick of Gennady.
Yeah, 2 for 2 on that possession off Lynch. Lynch tried him lefty, then he tried him righty. Gennady, nice save. Clean outlet.
Burns, what a look. The fake and the finish by Spallina.
It all starts with a save. It all starts with a clean save to an outlet. Get it to Burns. Catalano said, we're playing fast. We're not scoring 8.5 goals a game this year. We're going for 10, 12, 14. Spallina buries his second of the game.
Look, with Spallini, you got a lot of things, right? Out of the sophomore, you got a tremendous lacrosse IQ. Of course, the family pedigree, Brian's son. And he just, a guy that he works his tail off. He's gotten better every year.
Those lefty finishers, you need them, right? They can fill up a stat sheet. Great find by Burns using his height to throw the ball over the top.
So Piqua comes out hot. They lead this one 3-0. And this young Southside team, you mentioned in the open, they struggled early against Gil St. Bernard. They had a rally to win that one.
It's a perfect start from Massapequa. You put some goals on the board real early. Your goalie's got 3 or 4 saves, and your long poles have kind of exerted their will so far. Great start for the Chiefs.
Looks like a penalty against Massapequa. So Southside will be a man up. See Burns in the box there.
Three look. Lynch at the top, playing the QB spot. Let's see if they stay in it or cut out of it.
Here he is. Nothing there for Lynch. Feeds it. And that high by Mullen.
Good job. That was Krieg. You got a stick on that. All conference last year, senior. Call that a got it.
Here's Perner from X. Another opportunity. This one goes low off the pipe.
Giannotti might have got a piece of that. Great start for him.
And Aiden Keaveney wins that race to the ball.
Tell you what, Luke Mullen is not afraid to shoot the rock.
As Pettis gets it over. Here's DeEsso. And that's the thing with this Massapequa offense, right? Somebody's going to be short-sticked. And DeEsso's like, that's fine with me. Little shake, little bake, uses the screen to feed. Step down, Burns. Side netting.
Yeah, not a lot of angle, not a lot of net to shoot at.
Can they get the clear? Look at Pettis all over it. It'll be Massapequa ball here with 32 seconds left in the first quarter.
So DeEsso's drawing the short stick.
Time and space. A bouncer by Uizarak. No backup. And another failed clear for the Cyclones.
That hopefully that's not going to really hurt them, right? 15 seconds, that's the last thing you want to have happen, giving the Chiefs one more possession to stretch this lead.
DeEsso, look out from behind. What a great stick check. A little bit of a sloppy end to a first quarter. That was all about Massapequa, led by Joey DeEsso.
They ran Chief special to win the Nassau County Championship for football. Yeah, that Chief is special. Joey DeEsso going to Adelphi. Little selly for the boys. The Chiefs already have their blonde dye jobs, right, for tonight's opening game.
3-0 Massapequa after one on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
This is Jalen Brunson. You're watching Varsity Media.
Parents, your support means everything to your athletes and to us at Varsity Media. To help us continue bringing you the best YouTube coverage of high school sports on Long Island, we invite business owners to consider a sponsorship on our broadcasts. If you own a business, consider a sponsorship for your athlete's team. It's a great way to show support, gain visibility, and keep the coverage going strong. Join us in making a difference. Contact Varsity Media today to learn more about broadcast sponsorship opportunities by emailing ben@varsitymedia.net. Hey parents, Varsity Media is now offering ISO video of just your athlete. Why settle for the wide angle that shows every player on the field? With our ISO video, your athlete is front and center the entire game. This footage will help in creating highlight videos for college coaches to better pinpoint your athlete's play on the field. Watching our video will help your athlete improve progressively throughout the season and may lead to a college scholarship. Varsity Media is now booking ISO videos for the spring, but spots are limited. Contact us today for lacrosse, baseball, softball, and tennis by calling 516-403-2050 or emailing ben@varsitymedia.net.
Back at Burner Middle School, opening face-off of the second quarter. The Taro won it, and it's an and one for the face-off guy, right? Because it's going to be a penalty as well. And the whistle is blown. Let's see what the call will be. I think it might be a 1-minute slash. And it is. So an opportunity for Southside.
Last man up, Lynch had that skip look to Mullen. Good save by Gennady. Got Cole Perna's going to start at X this time. A little different man-up look for the Cyclones. 1-3-2.
Here's Lynch up top. Gets it back. Lynch, well high.
Yeah, it looks like the Chiefs are a little five-man rotation on the man down. Short stick is Aiden Caveni Jr.
Try to feed the crease. That one low to high. Too high. No backup there either.
Yeah, that was Brendan Vetter Jr. Coach DiPietro was saying that, this is the best he's looked since he's been in high school. Tore his ACL as a freshman.
There goes Gennady.
Yeah, that was close. Tie goes to the runner on the offside.
This is the opening day of the baseball season, so that's a good reference. DSO up top. The Chiefs have shared the wealth offensively. Spallina with a pair of goals, DSO with one. Wieserak a couple of assists, Burns with an assist as well.
Little mumbo look, 1-4.
The skip, Pettis fires high and wide.
Yeah, they go 1-4 with the SO, and they kind of, pick in and out. Burns, good look to Pettis. The second shot that he's fired high today.
Little shake, little bake, and a finish as well. How pretty was that? Tucker.
He tucked that one in for sure. The junior, 7 goals last year. Coach Catalano says he has the ability to shoot from multiple release points. We saw it there. Little three-quarter beats the slide. DeSarlo shaking his head. Maybe one that he wants back. It's all Chiefs right now, 4-0.
Involved, right? He was a guy who saw time on the attack. He's a versatile player. Right now, part of that second midfield unit.
Slide was coming. John Schmidt was sliding the senior. Tucker beat him.
Another clean win for Roberts, right? Or he tried to get right into the offense. The ball took a deflection, and the Chiefs will ride. There will be a penalty against Massapequa. So another man-up opportunity for Southside.
Little scrap there. Two long stick middies getting after it. 22 Ryan O'Connor with Gamberg. Yeah, Braden Gamberg, senior, made a real great, back check earlier at the end of the first quarter. It's going to Wagner. Fast, strong, long stick midi.
There's Lynch, 53 goals a year ago.
The Cyclones will take one right now from anybody.
Hawthorne gets it back, fires it low, and Gennady with the denial.
Yeah, Gennady says, thanks, I'll eat those up all day. I have 201 saves last year.
He goes long. Look at that. Another reception for Diesso.
Similar spot in that end zone. Great job. Great out. Threw a dime. Not a bad start for Gennady. 5 or 6 saves and a dime outlet.
He just looks so comfortable, doesn't he?
It's confidence. He's been here before. He's the man. Committed. The recruiting process can get crazy. I know Gennady was really testing the D1 waters, but I think he found a great spot for him at Stevens in Hoboken.
It's not a bad place to go out at night there.
One of the best views of a field.
Now maybe a chance.
I'm not sure what bridge it is or what body of water, but it's pretty.
Lynch the scoop. Lynch! Gennady the save.
Don't matter, right? High, low. Gennady's locked in. See how he plays a little bit of a high arc, takes away angles. It's at least 4 shots for Lynch, all denied by Gennady.
Pumping the brakes at X. Round in the cage. That shot wide by Mullen.
If you're the south side man up, you definitely want to talk about getting some better shots than the last one you took. Let's work the defense. Let's not take the first shot. Let's take the best shot.
And there's Perna. You see him. Good IQ, good stick skills, a good feeder as well. The one thing that really worked in DePietro's advantage last year was he had so many seniors on that team last year that it allowed him to keep the sophomores on JV and get them some run and some minutes.
Yeah, 13-1 on the JV, wins over Garden City, Manhasset. You get a guy like 29 out there, John Hawthorne, sophomore. He wants to feel the south side love, comes back from Chaminade, very similar to like Livingston did last year. That's a good sign when you're getting kids back who want to be part of the program.
You think about how, and even too, right, the neighborhood Rockville Center, what a pipeline it's been for Chaminade as well over the years.
Some pretty good guys.
Hawthorne fires wide.
But how about like even that team from last year, right? They're tearing like Aiello, the boys, West, right? They're all getting big time minutes at their colleges. Just really great players at both levels.
And there it is. It took a little bit longer than they wanted, but Hawthorne with the finish.
Yeah, he had 2 assists in the first game. Not a bad time to score your first on the year. Feed by Lynch, shoots around a screen. Well done there. Gennady, those are tough, right? You have an approach. You want to take that approach to the stick, right? If you can get to the stick, you can eat that shot. But that approach square up on the man down. Set up a screen for Gennady.
And the way that he was going, Hawthorne, like he rounds the screen, right? So you and I can understand it for Gennady, right? You're thinking, oh, he'll come far post.
Yeah.
But he came back around to the near post.
Yeah, near side's probably the last spot I think he's going to shoot that one.
Roberts flipped it up. Another ground ball battle. Burns fighting for it. Goes down. Ball is still loose. Spallina. And now Wieserak. These guys are hungry, man. DSO. Just wide.
I love how Wieserak always has his head up. You know, he's a big kid. He has the ability to throw the ball, those skips over the top. His head is always up, scanning, looking for his teammates.
Here's DSO. Burns. Burn, baby, burn.
TB21, a little high heat. DSO, right, with the pass, a step down. High and hard by Burns. High energy guy. It's going to really get him going. The ability to stretch it from range. 3-point distance for 2-1. Coach Cannella and UMass are going to get a good one with Burns. Still growing, just a junior. Sky's the limit, the potential for Tyler.
4 different scorers for the Chiefs in this 5-1 lead. And for a young Cyclones team, putting even more pressure, right, on the offensive side of things. Another turnover.
Yeah, just a choppy game from them. You know, slow start plus a bunch of man-ups.
Burns right into the stick of DeSarlo. Quick outlet.
Here's Gamberg, right? Seahawk, Wagner, commit.
Timeout called by Southside. I want to thank again, of course, Design Republic, a member firm of One Global Design, a New York City-based architectural studio specializing in commercial workplace, retail, media entertainment, and hospitality development. So inside that huddle, right, what must be that conversation? Maybe just calm down a little bit, right? Let's be a little bit cleaner with our passing.
Let's value the ball. Let's shoot better. Let's take better shots because, you know, a bad shot is really the first pass in the other team's fast break. And Gennadi's seen it really well right now. And, you know, Massapequa wants to play that up-tempo type game. So let's get a good possession here. Let's get what we want. And, you know, let's capitalize here in the 6-on-6. You know, like I said, kind of a choppy game for them. A bunch of man-ups really haven't really gotten into any real rhythm offensively.
You mentioned it last year, right? 21-1. They beat Manhasset in the Nassau B final, 12-10. Beat a really good East Islip team. We'll see them on Saturday. That was 12-9 in the Long Island Championship. Beat Yorktown in the semis by 2. And then that incredible overtime win over Victor, 12-11 in the New York Class B final, right? So you graduate guys like Melkonian, who's at Cornell, Owen West at Bryant, Michael Aiello at Skidmore, Cole DePietro at Hobart, Patty Mullen at Providence, and Michael Muscarella at Middlebury. But you also graduate 213 of the 274 goals scored a year ago.
Yeah, that's crazy. Aiello was the Bill Rich Attackman of the Year. He already has 17 goals for Skidmore. You know, how about a 6-goal fourth quarter to beat Victor? What a game, what a season.
Here's Gilgan. And Lynch gets top side, fires high. Gennadi saw it the entire way.
Yeah, can of corn all day, right? He'll take that from range.
And we quickly transition from defense to offense. That's one of the themes of this Massapequa team this year. Get a stop and then go. Ryan McLaughlin up top. Big lefty junior. And they got a couple of lefties, right? Burns, McLaughlin. They're on the same side as well. They're both big dudes. Burns off the McLaughlin screen, skips it across to Diesso. Diesso can do a lot, but he wasn't able to get that one.
Pequa's had real success with those skip passes so far. You know, he's open, right? You got to make it.
Lynch pushes it ahead.
Let's see if Lynch can get to the goal, right? He's been shooting it from range, right? Gennadi's obviously locked in. You definitely want to maybe change a little bit, dodge downhill, maybe get Gennadi on the move.
And we go the other way. Wieserak, of the top four, as here's Pettis now. Tried to force it inside. You could see he and Diesso, right, where it had that whole play lined up. Took a deflection, though. Stays with Massapequa.
Got a bit of an advantage in the sub game there.
But Wieserak, of that first four, if you will, the only guy yet to score. Look at Pettis, rolls to his left, side netting.
Yeah, like you said, when you roll out Pettis, Burns, McLaughlin on the offensive end, that's some beef.
Look at Burns now in the ride. Tyler Burns looks to feed, and there it is. We said he hasn't scored yet, but Wieserak the finish.
That's all. You know, Wieserak with the finish. That's all Burns, just scrapping it up. You know, a little hockey to himself. Gets it to some space. Head up, feed it with his right hand. Wieserak can it. Great ride, turns into a goal for the Chiefs.
It's one of those juice goals, right? Especially the way that he rode and he worked hard and got the GB. Look at Diesso on the wing.
Yeah, they're going to love that hustle by Burns on Route 9 in Amherst.
So after the stoppage, south side.
Yeah, you got 10 out there. Tyler Sumrani, junior, Dodger.
2 is Nate Schwartzberg. He's the QB of the football team.
Got to beat somebody. Got to get to the goal. Got to draw a slide.
And Diesso is going to get called for that whack. Round in the cage. And Gennadi will fall on it. A man-up opportunity for the Cyclones.
That's more like it. Get the ball, dodge hard, get into those greasy areas, or get a good shot. Gennadi might have got a piece of that. He's red hot. It's pretty amazing, right? The Chiefs have been in the box, 5 or 6 times already, and still leading 6-1. Definitely something that you want to clean up right in the second half or next game.
Yeah, that said, right? But also it's, if you're Massapequa now, you're challenging as another penalty here. A high shot on Lynch. I mean, you're flirting with some danger, but they haven't been able to capitalize. So,
No, most of their shots have been coming from the outside on the perimeter. Good job by the Massapequa defense, both 6-on-6 and man up, right? Keeping the shots from some range. And when your goalie's seeing it, it's pitch and catch.
so Ryan O'Connor will go in as well. So we'll be 6-on-4 here. As you see, he got high here on Lynch. Right there.
Yeah, Gennadi's been hot. 10 saves for him already in the first half.
Timeout. Timeout is called, and this game number 2 for us, we will be camping out in East Islip coming up.
Let's go. You know the good spots?
I do.
All right.
A day-night doubleheader.
Feed me, Dylan.
A girls lacrosse at 11, and then a really good one, right? Wantagh and East Islip, a pair of defending county champions. And we're heading back to Manhasset, where there is also a lot of good places to eat. Cold Spring Harbor is going to look to try to feast against an Indians team, or excuse me, a Manhasset team that picked up a big opening day win. Back out to Suffolk, Bayport, Blue Point, West Islip. Don Bosco makes the trip across the bridge to take on Chaminade, and then a little Wantagh Port Washington action. All right here on the Varsity Media Sports Network. Now's a great time to book a Varsity Media Sportscast. Our professional announcers bring the stories of your athletes to life, highlighting their accomplishments and the hard work behind every game. With Varsity Media Sportscast, you can keep fans, family, and alumni connected, even when they're far away. It's a perfect way to showcase your athletes, create lasting memories for everyone involved. Reach out to book a sportscast at 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
So Gennadi has 10 saves already. Last year, his high was 15 3 times versus the Dalers, Cold Spring, and the same Southside team.
6-on-4. Lynch, step down. Gennadi again.
Make that 11. Not bad. 11 for your first 12 right to start the season. Lynch just tested him high, tried down low. Could
Gennadi. Gennadi bounces it wide.
Heat check. Yeah, they're clearing in that like 2-3 look, and kind of matching feet if you're south side. Gennadi's got a green light in the clear game.
Six on 5 now. Feed the crease to kick back out. Ooh, the finish. And there it is, a nice looking one too. As Southside pulls a goal back, courtesy of Luke Mullen.
Yeah, nice job by Mullen. You see the lefty, little side arm, little low to high, boom, right? Gennadi plays that high arc, kind of goes down low. Lets Mullen see the top center. Stay hot, right? 5 goals in the opener. Little razzle-dazzle on the assist. Tyler Simrani with little BTB. Much needed goal by the Cyclones. If you get one more, that would be huge going into halftime.
Yeah, the next one feels big, doesn't it? Minute 12 left. Massapequa gets it. Potentially a 7-2 lead to go into the break. 6-3 is a lot different. Nataro, good face-off win. But then he forced it to Lynch. And the Chiefs come away. Pole goal, yeah!
We're 2 for 2, Dill.
O'Connor.
Unbelievable job, little face dodge. High bounces will go, little fist pump to Carmen Mill Road. Nothing better than that. 2-2's feeling it for the Chiefs.
So not only does Massapequa get the next goal, but they also get a juice goal at that.
O'Connor's known for his pushing the ball in transition. Exactly what Coach Catalano wants from him.
And then Roberts a clean face-off win.
Yeah, look for them maybe to take the air out of this. 42 seconds. Take the last shot.
Luke Gargiulo.
QB1 of the future.
Yeah. Little spin cycle at X. We go the other way. Quick feed in front, the bouncer and the finish. Gargiulo in front, and Massapequa are cooking.
So many good things on this play. I think it's Tucker here. Draws a double. Look at this little push, little lever pass. Find Wieserick, little twister. Little twisted wrista by the super soft Gargiulo. Coach Catalano said he's coming in this year with a little chip on his shoulder. His brother Jack graduated last year, 54 career goals. Gargiulo's a good-looking sophomore.
So back-to-back goals for the Chiefs. Back up to a 6-goal lead. This faceoff won by Southside. They'll have to push it. Oof. Pettis. So he'll be called for the foul. So Southside will be a man up when we start the third quarter. But if you are Kevin Catalano and the Chiefs, you could not have drawn up a better first half. You checked a lot of boxes on it, including the pole goal box.
Scored that first goal in 8 seconds, put 8 on the board. Little taking some checks, taking some heat, little face dodge, little high bouncer for the kids. Unbelievable job for the Chiefs. They're rolling.
8-2 Massapequa at the break. You're watching it all right here on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Parents, your support means everything to your athletes and to us at Varsity Media. To help us continue bringing you the best YouTube coverage of high school sports on Long Island, we invite business owners to consider a sponsorship on our broadcasts. If you own a business, consider a sponsorship for your athlete's team. It's a great way to show support, gain visibility, and keep the coverage going strong. Join us in making a difference. Contact Varsity Media today to learn more about broadcast sponsorship opportunities by emailing ben@varsitymedia.net.
This is Jalen Brunson. You're watching Varsity Media.
Hey parents, Varsity Media is now offering ISO video of just your athlete. Why settle for the wide angle that shows every player on the field? With our ISO video, your athlete is front and center the entire game. This footage will help in creating highlight videos for college coaches to better pinpoint your athlete's play on the field. Watching our video will help your athlete improve progressively throughout the season and may lead to a college scholarship. Varsity Media is now booking ISO videos for the spring, but spots are limited. Contact us today for lacrosse, baseball, softball, and tennis by calling 516-403-2050 or emailing ben@varsitymedia.net.
High school sports fans, Varsity Media is the exclusive live stream partner of Nassau County Championships. To live stream fall, winter, and spring championship events, head to varsitymediapass.com to order. Now accessible on smart TVs. Varsity Media is your home for the Nassau County Championships. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for upcoming schedules and content, and on social media at Varsity Media.
He's got room to go. Merrill towards the end zone. Lost his lid. Touchdown!
JJ Damo, face on, stay on athlete. Controlling the face-off. That's 3 in a row now.
For all the latest Varsity Media updates, including our game schedules, be sure to follow us on social media at Varsity Media, the home for New York high school sports. You're watching Varsity Media, New York's high school sports network.
When it comes to live streaming, Varsity Media does it all. Athletic events, concerts, musicals, graduations, even weddings. Trust Varsity Media when it comes to your live stream event. Contact us today to learn more about Varsity Media's live streaming services at 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
For the latest news in high school sports, be sure to check out varsitymedia.net or follow us on social media at Varsity Media. Varsity Media is now opening up our schedule to any team looking to be on a sportscast. Watching yourself on camera is okay, but hearing your name on a Varsity Media sportscast is like you're a pro.
And look at this opportunity. Feldman behind. Jersey pulled. Feldman! Feldman!
The loose ball, Keyshawn White has it. He's just going to let it fly. Oh! Keyshawn White from half court. That is cash. What a way to end the third quarter.
Look at this. Merrill. No slide. No problem. Gary Merrill goes top corner.
Varsity Media offers sports coverage for any sport, and our coverage airs live and on demand so everyone can watch the game. Now is the time to be a star on Varsity Media. Contact us to book a sportscast today at 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net. Are you a local business looking for new and creative ways to promote your company? Varsity Media offers affordable rates that can get your message across to a demographic of 18 to 54 years of age. Our follower base across social media is 50,000 strong, and our viewership numbers per game are in the thousands. Don't blow your advertising budget on old staples like TV and radio media. Reach out to Varsity Media to get the best bang for your buck.
Back at Burner Middle School here in Massapequa. The Cyclones with a hill to climb in the second half, trailing Massapequa 8-2. Once again, I want to thank Design Republic, a member Firm of One Global Design. It's a New York City-based architectural studio specializing in commercial workplace retail, media entertainment, and hospitality development. Dylan Butler, Brian Soper here as the Chiefs want to continue to stay hot in the second half. They had a lot of guys involved in that offense and really got it humming. Let's take a look, Soap, at some of the first half stats.
Yeah, you see shots, 21-21. Little deceiving there, but there's a lot of, Giannotti's been hot, 11 saves, face-offs pretty even. GB's right tilted towards the Chiefs side. We saw Burns on that last ride. That was a big ground ball that turned into a goal. 6-5 turnovers. The Chiefs, I thought, did a very good job in the first half clearing the ball. You saw some failed clears from south side. So it's all about those possessions, right? You get some turnovers, you get some saves by your goalie, and you're looking at an 8-2 lead for Massapequa.
And a big thank you to Mike Hungerford, former Farmingdale coach, an OG.
Don't spill your drink.
Broadcaster here with us. Listen, he's out in San Diego, so now it's the early game for him. So
might be in the golf cart.
I'm not sure, but thanks to Hungy for those stats. And when you look at the individual scoring from Massapequa, pretty balanced, right? Spallina with a couple, and then one goal apiece for Wieserak, Burns, Diesso, Gargiulo, Tucker, and the pole goal by Ryan O'Connor. When you look at assists, Wieserak has been that guy with 3, Burns with a couple, and then Diesso has one as well.
Very unselfish play by Massapequa. They've scored in a couple different ways in transition. Off that opening face-off, 8 seconds into the game, they scored off a ride. So scoring goals in multiple ways, right? Only scored 8.5 goals last year per game. Definitely going to look to ramp that up, with a little more experience this season.
Southside, it was Luke Mullen and John Hawthorne to score their first half goals. Cullen Lynch and Brendan Vetter with assists. This game number 2 for the Cyclones of Southside. You mentioned a different look this year, right? A different classification. So they are the B champions from a year ago. Now they're in Class C. And a lot of people think they're on a collision course with Wantagh in Class C.
Starting man up. Try to get an easy one.
A couple of cutters. Lynch up top. They haven't been able to get anything close. Everything has been, as you mentioned, in the first half from the perimeter. As that one, but that's fine for Lynch. Goes sidearm for the finish.
Yeah, nothing fancy about that one. Shooters shoot. He's not going to be fazed by being shut out in the first half. Gets it up top. Giannotti plays that high arc. Lynch sees the far pipe, buries it.
Another assist for Tyler Samrani.
Yeah, Lynch just, shooters shoot, right? He's gonna shoot a ton this year. What a playoff run he had last year. 21 goals, leading the South Side to that state championship.
And it felt like each round, right? He just got better.
Yeah, as I said, the playoff run, he had 5-4, 3-3, 3-3, 21 Gs for the playoff run by Lynch alone.
Scrum off the face-off, and it's Lynch to get the GB.
Those last 2 goals were backbreaking, right, to end the half. You would have loved to start man up and maybe be chasing, 4 or 5 goals rather than 6.
But the Cyclones have a chance here to chip away. Lynch from up top.
They're still man up. That was a non-releasable penalty. A little high cross check by Pettis.
Lynch, the bouncer, and another save by Giannotti.
Yeah, that's his 12th save of the game. What a half for him. He had 11 saves, 1 shot, and 1 50-yard completion.
And look at that, another on the dime, right to Burns. And different clears, right, we've seen from him. The one was that long, high arcing one to Diesso, and that one a rocket to Burns right in stride.
You know a guy's confident when he's trying to fit that ball into really tight windows, kind of throwing guys open. It's super impressive.
Well, I knew he was confident when he went 70, 80 yards to try to score a goal. Here's DeEsso. As Massapequa looks to get rid of this Pettis penalty. And they will talk it over. So timeout, Massapequa. Parents, Varsity Media is now offering close-up video of just your athlete. This film pinpoints your son or daughter's play, helps them to improve throughout the season, and it makes for a better recruiting video. Included in our ISO videos, we will post highlights of your athlete on our social media with over 70,000 followers. Spots are limited. Reach out today. Call 516-403-2050 or email jeff@varsitymedia.net. Massapequa, mentioned them a year ago, right? 10-9 overall, losing to Farmingdale in the Nassau A final by 1 goal. Got Nick Hink now at Nazareth. He was a starting defenseman. Aiden Stanton facing off now at Geneseo. But such a rich history for this program, and they're looking to get back there this year.
Yeah, some really good players doing some really good things in the D1, right? And Malika at Hofstra is doing a great job. McDermott is now at Adelphi after being at Hofstra. You got the Dernan boys, Delisandro at Adelphi, Ryan Fountain at LIU, Bernie's at Stony Brook. Just keep churning out great lacrosse players, multi-sport athletes here at Massapequa.
Off the timeout. Here's DeEsso. We are 6-on-6. DeEsso rounds the cage. Good save by DeSarlo up high. And it will stay with the Chiefs.
Yeah, DeEsso had a little shake and bake at X.
Either DeSarlo, did he go back in the crease? Was he out and then back in?
No idea. Zone look. Saw Coach DiTomaso had the boys in a huddle at halftime. Came out with a zone, a little different wrinkle for the south side defense.
Gargiulo lost it. Now it's a scrum. Bodies hitting the floor, and there'll be a push.
Let the bodies hit the floor.
Massapequa will get possession.
Yeah, so look, it's a zone.
DeEsso, ooh, fired off the pipe.
Pipe City.
That went all the way back out to midfield.
DeEsso looking to stretch that little zone buster. Nice feed over the top by Wieserick. Next goal's huge, right? 8-4 compared to 9-3.
Here's Gilgan. DeEsso going both ways. He and Pettis. Gilgan tries to go downhill. Great defense by DeEsso.
Good back check. Gilgan showing a little hezzy dodge.
Gennady tracks down that ball. He'll scoop it up, finds Pettis. However, it looks like they went out, so it'll be Southside ball.
That's a delay of game.
So another man up opportunity for Southside. Lynch. Good ball movement for the Cyclones.
1-3-2 look for the man up.
And as soon as that ball hits the turf, the Chiefs swarm. Some Ronnie, couple of assists for him. Lefty rip, no backup. Look at Gennady.
He's doing it all. Complete goalie. Southside gets caught with a wholesale changes, gives a freebie clear to the Chiefs.
Ryan McLaughlin. Here he comes, GLE now to X.
It's like they're back to man, Southside defense.
DSO. Burns on the restart. Pettis to DSO.
Keeps getting a shorty.
DSO the feed, and there's the finish. Another beauty from Massapequa as Rocco Spallina buries it.
Another assisted goal by Massapequa. DSO draws a short stick. Southside D kind of gets lost. Last guy you want to leave on the doorstep is Rocco Spallina. Kansas, I think, his third of the game for 16.
It is his third goal of the game. Second assist for DSO. Seven goal scorers for Massapequa for their 9 goals.
Yeah, DSO sweeps across the top. You want to be a little more physical, get on his hands, so even if Spallina is open, he can't find him. Just not enough ball pressure by the Southside defense.
Dylan Milio, sophomore, lefty. Brandon Perticone at X.
You're going against Kenny, the short stick D mid.
Feeds it up top, lefty rip by Burns. Just wide.
Getting exactly what they want offensively. Getting that left-handed step down by Burns.
Here's Tucker. Tucker goes across the crease. Have a day, 16.
Yeah, it's a 4 spot for him. Again, that invert's really hurting. You see them slide from kind of the, cross cage slide, leaves Spallina wide open. Feed from Tucker. Spallina tucks that one in. All Chiefs right now in the third quarter.
Yeah, they extend that lead now to 10-3. Nataro gets the faceoff win. Still harassed and hounded by Roberts. Lynch checks the rear view.
Yeah, they got Roberts subs off. Maybe some numbers here for Southside if they want it.
Good hustle by Pettis. That's the guy you want coming out of the box, even if you are behind in it, right? He's that guy. Every sprint, he's winning it.
He's some athlete. He fits it. He's going to be a Great Dane. He looks like a Great Dane out there. Really good-looking athlete.
Lynch backs up. Going against O'Connor. Little BTB pass, ill-advised. Krieg. Ooh, that was ill-advised as well.
Oh, he got, oh my God, little Superman. Almost saved that one.
Well, Mullen will get the goal. Some sloppy play here, but you're right. Look at Gennady come back.
What is that, the Massey shot and pool? A little English on that one. Good hustle by Gennady. Good ride by Southside.
So Mullen with his second goal of the year. Scored only once a year ago. And Roberts wins it clean. The face-off position has been a struggle for a couple of years, right, for Massapequa.
Yeah, they had Stanton last year. Also had Wieserick right the pole now at UMass. All-American from last year, Ryan. He was taking some face-offs, or at least trying to muck it up on the wing, just kind of making it ugly. Nice to see some clean wins by Roberts, only a sophomore.
Like it was a few years removed from Angelo Petrakis, but what a face-off beast he was. Burns the skip. Pettis.
They've been getting those skips all day. The only thing, the only knock you might say if you're Massapequa is a couple of these shots have been high.
Here's Wieserack, 1 and 3 on the day. Make it 2 over the shoulder for Nolan Wieserack.
That's the office of Wieserack, that 5 and 5, that GLE, his head's up, maybe look like if he's going to be a feeder. Nope, shoulder down, absorb some contact, shoot that near side. Nolan Wieserack, one of the best sophomore attackers in Nassau County.
You're right, there's a lot he can do in that 5x5, right? He could dodge from the wing, he could dodge from behind, throws the BTB passes. He could shoot at 1,000 miles an hour.
Yeah, he's tough. You got to try to not let him get into that 5x5 GLE area. If I'm the goalie, I'm yelling, turn him super early.
Good face-off win for Notaro. And as you mentioned, right, he's a guy who was on the JV a year ago, but in the offseason trained with Melconian. And then he was with them, obviously, too, when the JV season ended, so he was with them for that entire playoff run. So not a bad guy to have as your mentor.
Yeah, how about 847 face-off wins from Melconian, 279 GBs. I think last year alone, it's crazy.
Samrani. Back up, good size here for Gilgan.
Yeah, he showed that little hezzy. Definitely likes to come back to his right. There's that hezzy move.
Samrani. Got right by Dieso, and a confident shot for the junior.
Yeah, good job by him. You see him, nothing fancy, right? Dodges hard to his left. Little split, takes on Dieso. Krieg comes with the slide. Longer slide. Hits that near pipe. Sumrani's, Coach, we can't use the words. I'll say Coach says he shoots the snot out of it. But unbelievable shot there to a really good spot, beating Gennady.
Loose ball push against the Chiefs. Benfante. Luke Mullen with a pair of goals. Benfante, one of the captains, a starter a year ago for the Cyclones as a defensive midfielder.
See out there at pole, good size, junior, Brady Gilchrist.
Muscarella unable to get that one, and it's picked up by Massapequa.
This is where they've been really good, getting it off the ground, getting in transition. Got Lynch out there on defense, guarding Pettis.
Burns. The feed. Oh, Spalina off the pipe.
He's just that guy that's always open. Burns got caught on a shorty.
Pequa ball.
So you see a little change up. DSO getting the pole in Gamberg. Shorty's on Pettis.
Here's Wieserak. Lost it. Good defense by Muscarella.
Yeah, Muscarella does a good job. Got a V hold in. Has done a good job guarding him on that left-handed pipe. Definitely seems to be Muscarella's strength. Getting that lefty V hold in.
Lynch on Pettis. Lynch reverses it, feeds it in front. Ball's loose.
Yeah, he was looking for Jack Muscarella. Inside finisher.
I was going to say, with all the Muscarella boys, like, they're perfectly situated, right? You go to the backyard, one's an attackman, one's a long pole, one's a goalie.
One-on-ones for days.
Exactly. Final 30 seconds of quarter number 3.
I really like that look, though. I like the invert, getting the shorty back on Lynch, created some offense, allowed them to get a crease look that was open.
Gilgan. And not on the same page as Lynch there. So 9.9 for Massapequa. They only needed 8 seconds in the first quarter to open the scoring. Gennady airmails it. DeSarlo's like, fine, I'm sending it back to you. Gennady has to make one more save on that shot.
You giving a DeSarlo a save for that one?
I guess. I have to ask our stat guy.
Hongy?
Connor Sheehan with that last shot, but another great quarter and another Spalina doing his thing.
Tucka finds Spalina on the backside. Kid makes a living on that left side. Cannon G's for the Chiefs.
Final quarter coming up next, right here on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
For the latest news in high school sports, be sure to check out varsitymedia.net or follow us on social media at Varsity Media.
Parents, your support means everything to your athletes and to us at Varsity Media. To help us continue bringing you the best YouTube coverage of high school sports on Long Island, we invite business owners to consider a sponsorship on our broadcasts. If you own a business, consider a sponsorship for your athlete's team. It's a great way to show support, gain visibility, and keep the coverage going strong. Join us in making a difference. Contact Varsity Media today to learn more about broadcast sponsorship opportunities by emailing ben@varsitymedia.net.
This is Jalen Brunson. You're watching Varsity Media.
Back at Burner Middle School. It has been a terrific start of the season for Massapequa. They're up 11-5 on Southside after 3 quarters. They've been sharing the ball. They've been playing fast. As Kevin Catalano said he wanted them to do. They've been aggressive defensively, which he said he wanted them to do, and Gennady's been Gennady.
They've been really good in the clearing game as well. You think you have eight, maybe 9 practices under your belt. That's it. To be so in sync with the clearing game and not really making any unforced, turnovers there is a huge positive for Massapequa. They're not going to hurt themselves.
And they've won the ground ball battle as well, as O'Connor wants another one. DeSarlo makes the save down low.
Uh-oh.
So DeSarlo airmailed that one out to midfield. And then Corey D'Elia got hit for the foul. So another man up opportunity for Southside. It's game number 2 for the Cyclones. They're 1-0 on the year, beat Gill St. Bernard in their opener. They rallied to do so 11-7. Luke Mullen with 5-1. Cullen Lynch with 3. Cole Perner with 1-1. Gilgan, Nate Schwartzberg each had a goal. J.J. Hawthorne with a couple of assists.
Yeah, you see Hawthorne, he scored from that right wing. Now he started in the crease. Carry by Southside.
They tried to feed the crease off the mark. Gennady races out of the cage and wins that race to the ball.
Yeah, Perner was playing the top, tried to feed it inside on the man up, couldn't connect. You know, if you're Massapequa, you're going to say we got to stay out of the box next game, and if you're Southside, you're like, we got to capitalize on some of these penalties and, you know, get these man up power play goals.
Spallina up top to DSO. Gargiulo gets downhill. Tried to get it to Pettis. Lost it. That was Jack Mullen, 33. He mentioned in the open his brother Patty was such a big part of this team now at Providence.
Yeah, that was probably the hardest thing for Coach DePietro last year going into that meeting, like all county, all American, like who am I going to put up? There was so many guys that had tremendous seasons for Southside in the goal, at the face-off X, defense, offense, you name it. What a special team that was.
21-1 on the year. They were building towards that, but you also had to beat a couple of blue bloods all on the way, right? You had to beat Garden City. You had to beat Manhasset.
Yeah, another good save down low. One of the easy save at your feet. Yeah, they beat everyone last year. You name it, they took on all challengers.
And you mentioned it before, right? So then the JV team, multiple flags here. Then the JV team goes 13-1, beating both Manhasset and Garden City as well.
Yeah, it's tough. Like you said, that stat's crazy to graduate 213 out of 274 of your goals. Those are some massive shoes to fill. Going to take some time.
And DePietro was quick to say too, right? We're not rebuilding here. Like, we still expect to be really competitive, still compete for a county championship.
Yeah, we'll see Wantor on Saturday. Those two teams are at the top. Bethpage will be tough.
Lynch wide. And, of course, Massapequa in Class A.
Yeah, 2 men down. Southside's in a 1-4.
Lynch with the low finish.
Again, nothing crazy, right? Just a 1-4 look. Changes his angle, goes kind of, side arm, keeps it low to low. Smart shooting by Lynch. You know, all county last year, captain this year. You know, the next step from all county is starting to think about, you know, honorable mention or All-American. All right, his name is definitely on that watch list. But, you know, it's gonna be a lot different this year, right? Being the alpha, being the guy.
Yeah, the slides are coming to you, and you're getting the best defender on the other team.
But what a breakout season. I mean, coming to the season, you know, not many people knew Cullen Lynch's name. Now he's the first guy you're looking for when Southside comes off the bus.
Roberts, clean face-off win. Oh, DSO. Check the netting, please. There might be a hole in it now.
Count it. From range, deep. I think just ricochets almost out to where he shot it from. Man, you add that to his game, that's scary, right? You have the shiftiness and quicks of the SO, and now you're able to stretch the field, both man-to-man and against zones. That's a nightmare.
And also, right, it's a pick your poison, right? If you're facing Massapequa this year, somebody gets a short stick, right? And it was the ESO for much of this game. Now it's Pettis, but Pettis is so athletic.
Yeah, you have a nice mix. You have the ESO who can draw slides. You got Wieserick and Burns who are big, can shoot it, but also feed it. You got Spallina. Not that he gets lost. He just finds open space, and he can finish with the best of them. A lot of potential for this Massapequa offense.
And there's Pettis off another Roberts face-off win. These teams met last year. Southside winning it 11-4. Cullen Lynch in that game had 5 goals.
Yeah, Gennady had 15 saves. But a guy named Melkonian was 16 for 18 from the X.
That helps. All-time, Southside leads the series 4-2. Dates back to 2003. Loose ball push, Pequa ball. I think if you're Massapequa, you'd love to get Pettis a goal maybe, right? Get him going a little bit.
Yeah, he's had opportunities. Just got to, like, you know, the sights on his stick. He's got to just lower them a little bit. He's been hunting that top corner.
So a moment ago there, Sean Durnan, 25, right? Yet another Durnan boy, part of this Massapequa team.
Yeah, and the brothers of Delphi Pipeline, right? Got some rings for their fingers in the Durnan household with that.
Ryan and Michael. How about Mom Stacy, right? Played softball at CW Post, now LIU. Vetter. Skips it. Finds Lynch. That's eaten up. Gets it right back, though. Goes BTB. A tomahawk shot.
Yeah, Muscarello with a little twister look behind the back pass by Lynch. Another save for Gennady.
Nice, easy clear. Lefty shot. And they're saying no backup.
Yeah, that was Dylan Milio, sophomore lefty, 6'3" downhill dodger. You know, I was driving behind a car with the Mighty Madison bumper sticker. You know, from Madison, lost his sister to DIPG. You know, a form of brain cancer. All right, Dad Mike is a great guy. He was a coach at New Hyde Park. Mom Kristen's also an educator. Just have done tremendous stuff to raise awareness, you know, and that story of Madison is just so special. Kind of makes you think about what's really important in life.
Yeah, amen to that. And Dylan Milio really playing for his sister as well. And it's through that kind of a tragedy that he also, the boys want to play for him as well, and it creates even more of a family atmosphere, which you always want to have on a team.
Yeah, just a humble kid, December 9th, 2021, and just since then, just a lot of charity stuff by the Milio family, just amazing stuff.
Another man-up opportunity for Southside.
Good check by Farrell.
These coaches will have a lot of special teams to look at on their film.
Yeah, I think that was Perner. Was just trying to sneak it on the front side.
Now a foul against Southside.
Nothing's going to come easy with Justin Farrell, down there on the guarding the pipes. Goalie's best friend to have a defender like him.
And it's funny too when in our conversation with Kevin Catalano, he mentioned that Farrell, it looks like he's playing slow, right? And you can kind of see that a little bit. And it's not like a slight against him, right? Like,
he's just efficient, right?
Yeah.
He's got great feet, plays good angles. He's a hard checker, right? He doesn't need to throw multiple checks. He throws that one check that's well timed and hard. And great ability when it gets on the ground to scoop it up.
So now a chance for some other Pequot Chiefs here to get a taste of a little extra man opportunity. In and out of the stick of Dernan.
Yeah, you saw Dernan, right? Coach Catalano very, very much knows his game. Coaching him last year on the JV, had 90 points for the JV Chiefs last year.
Balanced too, right? 50 and 40 or 40 and 50.
It's not a bad career. One year.
There's Vetter.
Yeah, you see Farrell out there. Coach said he's kind of on an island, right? We're not really looking to slide to him too much.
Lynch, crafty, right? Switches angles.
Yeah, good job. Kind of dips his shoulder. Little snappy wrist release. Guarded by Chase Torino right now. Pole Jr.
Krieg comes in to help. Dislodges the ball.
Great job. Great on-the-ball defense, forcing him inside. Good slide by Krieg. Krieg's a smart defender as well. Dad was a coach in Nassau County. I believe from Mepham. You just tell it's just a smart, well-timed slide by him.
Samrani back up top to Lynch.
Guarded by Kitterbit, a sophomore.
Swims, goes to his left, fires low. Wide of the net.
Just a lot on Lynch's shoulders, right? To carry the ball, to be the shooter. Definitely gonna have to try to find ways to get him the ball where it doesn't have to be in his stick.
BTB off the pipe.
Nice pass there by Sheehan.
Mullen with the attempt. Here comes DSO.
Puts on the brakes.
Oh, what a save by DeSarlo. Getting up high to deny Wieserak.
Yeah, good job. Way to control the rebound. Nice quick outlet. Chiefs caught Southside in the sub game.
Pettis. And there's the finish. Wieserak.
He said, you may have got me 10 seconds ago, but not again. Another ride back by Massapequa. Pettis going to Albany, finding Wieserak. I think he's going to have a lot of offers in a few years, burying it in transition. Pettis is just that guy who just gets the ball, pushes transition with that speed. And if you're Wieserick and Spallina, you love seeing 3 coming down with the ball, present yourself. He's going to hit you and just bury it.
Wieserack 3 and 4 today. Spallina with 4, Tyler Burns 1 and 2, Diesso 2 and 2. They've really led this balanced attack.
Caden Belling Jr. with the face-off.
Nate Schwartzberg. Inside the final 3 minutes of this one. Wow. What a shot by Schwartzberg.
Yeah, Coach DePietro said he shows flashes, right? He's big, strong. Scored a goal against Gil St. Bernard. Lights up the top corner on Gennady. That has not been easy. He's been a brick wall today. Great job. Another shot, you know, kind of through a screen. Well done by Schwartzberg, senior. Could be one of those X-factor guys for Southside. Need some guys to really step up. Looks like Mullen's going to be a given. You have Lynch.
Pettis, there it is. For all the work that he's done, Pettis also in on the score sheet.
He was on a mission to get one. He hasn't been short of shots. He's been open. The one time he tries to go down low here, and probably the softest of his shots goes in. But nice to see him use that left hand and bury the ball. Chiefs are having a goal party today.
Yeah, 8 different Massapequa players to score this afternoon. Here's Kitterman up top. Sophomore. Inside the final 2 minutes.
16, Peter Altman Jr. out there, play a pole for Southside.
Nice save by DeSarlo to deny Burns.
Yeah, it's about the 4th or 5th time Burns has been in that lefty steps down spot. Good pick by DeSarlo.
And that's an open competition in the cage where DePietro said right now we're alternating games.
Yeah, it's, you know, a senior, right, committed to Maritime. You know, Cole.
Yeah, Schiffelbein
at 10 saves in that first game. DeSarlo looks the part, you know, makes clean saves, really pitches it quickly and efficiently. Tough first start against this Chief team that came out really hungry.
Feed to X. Nice finish for Muscarella.
That's more like it. That's what you like to see. You like to see the simple play, like the hockey assist. Throw it through to X. You know, Muscarella finishes it, the lefty. Good feed by Mullen. But I think it starts with number 1, right? Kieran Vetter, right? The freshman, good size, does the smart thing, kind of draws a slide, throws it through, gets the hockey assist.
I think that was actually Ika Bellis with the assist, 22.
Okay.
Want to get his name in there as well.
Yeah, another guy who's showing some flashes for Coach DePietro in the preseason. Consistency will be the key for him. But again, good job by Vetter, hockey assist to Ika Bellis.
Now it's Caden Belling facing off. Another win there for Pequa. That was Ryan Chabis. With the shot clock off, Pequa could just hold on to the ball here, which they will. So I'll tell you, for first-year head coach Kevin Catalano, first varsity win, and they did so in style.
Yeah, congratulations to him. Really good efficiency offensively. Good job with their man-down defense. Gennady was great in the cage. The only thing you want to clean up, right, is the penalties. But, hey, that's Massapequa. They're going to play tough. They're going to play gritty. And sometimes the refs are going to throw the flag. But just a great start by him. This is a lacrosse town, right? It's very good to make a really, really great first impression. And I think Kevin Catalano did on the varsity level. Same thing he's been doing for years with the JV. In Massapequa.
Rocco Spallina led the way with 4 goals. Nolan Wieserak, 3 goals and 4 assists. Joey Diesso, 2 goals, 2 assists. Tyler Burns, a goal and 2 assists. And then you got Pettis with 1 and 1. Braden Tucker with 1 and 1. Gargiulo scoring, as well as Ryan O'Connor. And what a day it was as well in the cage for Matt Gennady.
Yeah, Gennady following the footsteps of his brother, Matt.
Yeah, excuse me, I called him Matt. It's Michael
Yeah,
Gennady.
Mike. And then, you know, there's a legacy here, right, of really good goalies at Massapequa. Doc Schneider, the Sinar brothers, the Gennady brothers. What a great start for his senior season. Coach Peluso is getting a really good one at Stevens.
And also, Gennady had the breakout goaltending save of the game.
Take your pick. He had a bunch of them.
The save of the game brought to you by Breakout Goaltending Group, Long Island's longest-running goalie-exclusive training program, serving boys and girls elementary through college age all year round since 2004. Today's breakout save of the game winner receives a certificate good for 1 complimentary lesson with Long Island's finest Breakout Goaltending Group. Visit them online at breakoutgoaltending.com. So there were a few to choose from, right?
Yeah, there's too many, right? He had 11 saves at halftime. High, low, it didn't matter. Boom, clean saves, clean outlets. On Lynch, tries it, not today, says Gennady. Just stood tall all day between the pipes. Vocal, cleared it. Little step down. How you doing? Low, save, control the rebound. Gennady, you couldn't have picked a better start for him. Hoping to continue this, right? Nice low save. Didn't matter. High, low, in tight, from range. Number 19 was the man today for the Chiefs, and well-deserved breakout goaltender save of the game.
So congratulations to Gennady and the Chiefs on win number 1 on the season. So that'll do it here for us from Burner Middle School for our entire Varsity Media crew. Our executive producer, Ben Turchin. Our technical director, Chris Sweeney. Ron Pierre. Jeff Damo. Bringing you all the great moving images for my broadcast partner, Brian Soper. I'm Dylan Butler. Thanking you for joining us from Massapequa. We look forward to seeing you next time right here on the Varsity Media Sports Network.